Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it. And baby, that's what we gonna do. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It's all alleged. It's my opinion and my opinion only. And don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in these videos. Get out of my van or else I'm going to get out and walk away and pout like I'm a baby. And I'm going to leave Woody Wood, Lumpy Lump, Dumpy Dump to tend to you. Baby, that's just the topic. That's just the video. Don't get mad at the person that's talking about it because, baby, I'm just reporting on it. Okay, so let me just say this first and foremost. We are not talking about the kids. Like I always say, we talking about the parenting or lack thereof. Also, I know there are a lot of people who watch me and say that they have children that are autistic. And when I tell you I do the reactions just from, right off top of my head, I mean nothing by it. I do not know what parents go through on a daily. This situation is Peach and Peach alone, so that's what I'm talking about. Also, before we start, I want to let you guys know one thing. There is a channel out here, right? And it's called The Gentle Life. I don't know if you guys watch it, but I have been watching it. And it's Miko. And if you guys know, it's her mother and her father. And they teach you ways of, dealing with autism. It shows how, she's nonverbal. And they're putting in the work to do the therapies and in-home. And it's just really, really good, okay? If you haven't checked it out, I've been watching it for a very long time. Even though I don't know much about the topic, I enjoy the content, okay? So, to the topic at hand, all right? Okay, so we see a video that comes out, and Peach says that she wished she would have just stayed at home. Her face is all scrunched up, and she shows that her and Wood go and drop all the kids off at school. It happened without a, tafu. Everybody was having a good time. She was loving him. She was turned on by him. But when it came time to drop Choice off, Choice did not want to go to school. Now, I'm going to say this because I don't hear Choice talk very much. I was really, really happy to hear him talk and hear what he had to say. And I was a little shocked, but you go, Choice. I'm happy that you're using your words, okay? That's one thing. But now Peach is sitting there and he's saying that he hates school. He don't want to go to school. He's throwing a fit. Peach tells him, get out of my van. You going to school. Get out of my van. You're going to school. And everybody, in the comments were kind of passive with it because she got out. She walked away and she continued to talk about how much it aggravates her and how she can't stand it and this, that, and the third. People decided, oh, well, because she did it calm and she didn't yell, that she did the right thing. See, this is my opinion and my opinion only, and I'm going to say absolutely not. Yes, we do know autistic children. It's a different kind and it's different spectrums, that some of them can have fits and there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. But I would not care if your child is autistic or not. If my child sits down and tells me that they hate school, my very first thing is, well, what is going on? Are you okay? Once they tell me they're okay, they just don't want to go because they want to go to the zoo, or I get to the bottom of it, whatever the case may be, then we can go from, well, now you need to get your behind up out of here because we're going to school. That's number one. Number two, Choice is not acting like that because he's autistic. Choice is acting like that because that's what his parents do. His parents did not put out any rules. They did not put out any guidelines, and they give in. If you are a parent that knows that your child has any kind of behavioral issues, and to be quiet and to hush them and to do whatever is to give them Dunkin' Donuts, take them where they want to go, and just keep them quiet so you don't have to deal with them or pawn them off on their daddy, aka Woody Stump over there, then you're going to get what you got coming. This is the problem. Peach, didn't we see you, and y'all can correct me if I am wrong, right? Didn't we see you over on Gregory's Choice channel? Gregory's Choice. You were over there telling us all about Choice, and you know that you're going to have some difficulties, but you can't wait to raise him, and you can't wait for all of this stuff to happen. You were saying, you don't know who the daddy is and all this other stuff, but he's Choice. He's a blessing. His name is Choice, a blessing. You named him that because guess what? You said it was going to be a blessing. But when the real parenting came in, baby, you wanted to step out. See, you thought it was going to be all cute and all dandy to keep having these kids. You knew at an early age that Choice had, some special gifts, and it was going to be a challenge. Nobody told you after that to go out and pop out more and more and more and more and more. You knew that you had a child that was going to need some one-on-one attention. You knew you were going to have a child that was going to take up more time than the other children, but you chose to keep having him. It ain't his fault that he was born with any kind of disability, and it ain't his fault that you don't have time for it. Baby, we have sat out here and we have seen you numerous of times walk away from him. Yeah, it's best for you to walk away from him because we know that your mouth can get reckless. And I'm pretty sure if you weren't filming, there was some things that's probably been said or did off camera that we don't know nothing about. And baby, it's all alleged and it's my opinion. It's my opinion only, okay? So let me just say that. Baby, I'm not trying to get too deep in the read, but if you don't set the boundaries and you keep filling them up with sugar, then you going to get what you got coming. It is nothing wrong with you sitting down and having a conversation. But we know that you don't know how to communicate unless you're communicating about talking about what somebody did to you, or if somebody is jealous of you, or some story that you are the victim of. That's when you communicate. Ponding him off on wood that you sit up here and say, well, my husband was from the 600 hall. My husband, he ain't got it all. My husband don't do this. My husband don't pay attention. So if he's not a good father to the other kids, then how can he be a good father to a child that you still haven't proven in DNA tests was his, number one? Number two, how can he be a good father to someone who needs extra care, extra attention, when you say that he lets them run around and do what they want? So if everybody's letting everybody eat sugar, run around and do what they want, then that's the results you're going to get. And babies, I ain't trying to get too messy and go off into no read, but I'm going by what she says. She the smart parent, right? She the one that took the honor classes, but baby, you don't got enough nerves to sit there and worry about or deal with the child that you created. I mean, we got to make it make sense out here. I'm happy that she walked away from the situation, but I ain't happy that she left it with Wood. I'm happy that she didn't make herself look worse because she know that the CPS, the IRS, whoever, all them people with the S's are watching. So she chose to make it look like she was the kind parent. Also, maybe he's acting that way because you and Wood are together. Didn't you say, Dumbelina, that you and Wood were arguing so bad that you were upset and it caused Choice to be upset? Maybe you two being around each other and maybe you two not knowing what really happened in the van in between time and in the meantime, maybe y'all irritate Choice. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe he knows that the arguing and the bickering and the fighting behind scenes, that when y'all alone together, that's what it causes. Maybe y'all just irritate him. Maybe y'all just get on his nerve. Maybe, okay? Just maybe. It's something like that. But like I said, I don't know too much about the situation. I can only report on what I see with my own two eyes. And this is the conclusion I came up with. This is a topic I can't wait to see what y'all got to say. So I'm going to see y'all in the comments below.